All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ms. TV. Welcome back, rather, to Ms. TV. I got my man Ishan in the building, and we got to talk about Barcelona, man. We've got to talk about Barcelona. They've clinched there. I can see the history from Fabrizio Romano. He's always on top of the history. 28th time champion. We're going to just quickly bring it up as well. Have a look at this. Barcelona win the La Liga for the 28th time in their history. Hansi Flick has done an absolute madness. Ishan, first of all, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing absolutely great. I might look great as well, because there are some new settings in the town. I'm now committed to what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, kudos to the Barcelona fans as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, congratulations! What a deserving victory. Not just the previous game against Espanyol, but the entire season. So this
Yeah.
video is dedicated to the Barcelona fans around the world.
100%. But yeah, kudos to your settings, man. Nice camera. I hear you've got some light in just behind your
Yeah,
camera
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So you've got YouTube settings happening, which is fantastic to see. Mike is just around the corner. I'm hearing. Ishan, look, Espanyol game, 2-0. It's a derby. I saw Yamal. We're going to talk about Yamal, of course.
Yeah.
Just quickly on that goal. Oh my God, Ishan, I saw that goal against Espanyol just less than 24 hours ago. That reminded me of Messi. That was like Messi-esque, how he just gets the ball from the right, drifts in, and opens his body and just lets it loose like a Beyblade. Um, you said it in the watch along when we were talking about Ballon d'Or. You're like, Rafinha, don't you think Rafinha? I go, man, shut your mouth about Rafinha. Look, I got no hate on Rafinha. Rafinha is a superb player, but I don't think we can go past Yamal at the moment, man. This guy is a bona fide Ballon d'Or winner right now. The madness we have seen him do in the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
Ishan, this,
Yeah.
I don't like to say Messi, levels, because I feel like that's still disrespect to
Yeah.
Messi's unbelievable.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie, man. This kid is starting to give me those vibes. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not far away. You know what I mean? He's not far away from the 17-year-old Messi, or the teenage Messi that we'd like to say. And Lamine Yamal at this point of time, he's absolutely on cloud nine.
Oh,
Miss, there is one thing called as an individual performer, but he's not just that, but he's also elevating the entire group of players around him.
incredible.
That's what Messi was all about. Do you know what I mean? It's
Bro,
not just.
just on Messi, Ishan, check this out. Lamine Yamal has won 5 major trophies at 17 years old to show how impressive this achievement is. Messi was 22 years old when he won fifth major trophy. Cristiano Ronaldo 23 when he won his fifth major trophy.
Yeah, that speaks a lot. But I would say the trajectory of new players coming into the squad and being the main integral players in the squad have increased from what it was earlier.
Yeah,
Before it was more, a management would lie or depend more on matured players. Now the thought process has changed completely. But do not forget the fact that this guy is something special, something generational. We are all set, Miz, to see something special in the upcoming years, because
so
this
true. So
this is
true.
this is abnormal. This is not normal at all. This guy can do everything for his team.
Do you know what? I, I, I think I think you would have been I mean, not saying you would have been a baby, but you would have been a lot younger, obviously, when Messi
Oh,
first
very
broke
young.
into
Yeah.
the scenes, right? I remember I was around. I just finished. I was probably early 20s or mid 20s, something like that, when I started
Yeah.
watching Messi. Oh well,
Yeah.
when Messi broke into the scenes, and by the time Messi finished up, I thought, no way. Like this new generation of kids, they'll never see this level of talent ever again in their life. Not just Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Like two were just fighting against each other
Yeah.
madly. And I thought this new generation, the kids that are coming up now, your 7, 8, 9 year olds, you're never
Right.
gonna see this. I think they're gonna be blessed with Yamal, I think this lot the new generation, because Yamal's 17, Ishan. We can't forget.
Yes.
This kid
Yes.
is 17. There is, hopefully, touch wood, there's no injuries or anything like that, and he can keep his mind.
Right.
We're going to talk a little bit about his mentality very, very soon, because, in fact, I just want to quickly show you. I mean, this is incredible what this kid is already saying, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Lamine Yamal, to all the Barca fans, I want to say that this is only just the beginning. It's impossible to get tired of winning. That's something I always keep in my mind. I mean, this new generation is blessed. God is
Yeah.
looking after you guys with Yamal. Ishan, this kid seems like mentally he's locked in to win more and more and more.
No, 100%. Like I told you, a good player is not just about his own individual brilliance and stacking up stats for himself, and it's
Mm.
not just about winning trophies as well. It's about how good you make the other players around you, you know. And I've spoken about Rafinha from for the first past few times now, and his performance has
Supreme,
been applauded
supreme.
as well. But do not forget the fact that it is Lamine Yamal's contribution as well, which is making someone like a Rafinha, prosper in this squad. And
Correct.
the way Lamine Yamal moves in the right hand side, that gives the leverage to someone like a Rafinha, or let's say Ferran Torres for that matter. Move freely into their own areas and be more lethal. Because this guy, whenever you play against Barcelona, the the biggest attraction for you or the biggest headache would be Lamine Yamal, right? So your biggest man marking, your major focus while defending would be Lamine Yamal. That gives the leverage for
Yeah.
the entire all attackers as well. And whenever you have someone like Lamine Yamal in your squad, your defenders, your midfielders, all will be boosted up. Because the fact that it just takes one chance for this guy to create something out of nothing and give your squad a lead. So it doesn't matter. Miss, we've seen this plenty of times. We've seen in
Yeah.
against Inter Milan in Champions League. We had seen in the watch along that we had against the Real Madrid. Barcelona versus
Yeah.
Real Madrid, the Clasico. It didn't matter if they scored two or the opponent scores three.
It does not
These
matter.
guys these guys will come back, and mentality prospers in this case. Mentality is must, and if they do not have a mentality as a group, and especially Lamine Yamal, who goes out there and scores goals like that, doesn't matter who's the opponent. It doesn't matter. It can be Real Madrid, it can be Inter Milan, it can be Osasuna, it can be Villarreal. Doesn't matter. He's gonna
It
score.
does not matter. It simply does not matter who it is in front. It's just incredible. This kid is simply incredible. Look at his season: 17 goals this season in all club competition, 25 assists in all club competition. I'm pretty sure he's going to work on those goals as well to lift those goals into unbelievable numbers. But these are some magnificent numbers for a 17-year-old. I mean,
Yeah,
Isha, we talk about young kids at Chelsea Football Club. This is the type of give me this type of young kids, and I know I get it. These
yeah,
type of
man.
young kids, they don't come around that often. But let's take a step back, if we can, from Yamal. We need to talk about Hansi Flick and the madness that he's done
Yeah,
with this Barcelona team. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Barcelona, 28th time champion, and they have lit it up. Rightly so. They are the champions. They fully deserve it. In fact, they probably even deserve to win the Champions League if it wasn't for a very resilient Inter Milan team who also
correct.
deserve to win the Champions League. I'm sure Barcelona will have their sights set on the Champions League next season. This season, 36 matches played, 27 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses, 97 goals scored, Ishan. This is a
Wow.
goal scoring team. Goal difference of 61. Only 36 conceded as well. It's not like they just go around conceding goals left, right, and center. They're very
Yeah,
miserly when it comes to conceding. Yes, it may seem like that every other game that they've conceded a goal here or there, but bottom line is they've not conceded that many in total. 85 points. Obviously, 2 more games to go. They've clinched the championship. Ishan, Hansi Flick taken over Barcelona from
yeah,
Xavi. Barcelona team that is financially struggling, that kind of lost its identity a little bit since Messi has left. Hansi Flick has flipped all of that around, and once again, everyone is in love with how Barcelona plays. their home crowd, their Catalans, they're the ones who are enjoying it. What you got to say about Hansi Flick, man? Wish Chelsea got Hansi Flick, man.
Yeah, I'll come to Hansi Flick in a moment, but I'll just have to, get my focus into what you said, building up that Hansi Flick conversation. Is
Mm.
Barcelona were in a huge turmoil? They were not at a good place. You know what I mean? Just 1.5 year ago, Miss, we were in the watch along, and in some videos we were talking about the same thing. Where does Barcelona go? They are selling their grass pieces, the turf pieces to people, just to get money. That's how low they were, and big players leaving. Messi left, you know what I mean, and then other big players left as well. They got few good players, but they were not clicking well, and then some few failed transfers as well. Then they decided, you know what, they have a very strong, very probably the best in the world, when it comes to academy, right? La Masia
Academy.
is the best
Unbelievable academy.
is the best in the world, and this is
Yep.
from where Lamine Yamal and the other guys as well came around. So when you have such a strong, let's say, best in the world academy, you don't have to worry about that much. You just need to strengthen your core team, and you need to have a good manager. That's what Barcelona, acknowledged, and they have Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick means, like I always say when I watch the watch along and then Barcelona matches, this guy is a crackhead. He is a
Mhm.
crack.
I remember you saying. I remember you saying he's a crackhead.
Bro, he is a crackhead. While watching Inter Milan game as well, I was like, nah, these guys are gonna score. I don't know how Inter's gonna win it, but these guys are gonna score. If Inter wins it, they'll have to give everything. They'll have to literally go and die there in the pitch, right? And that's exactly what we saw in the match. That was
Yeah.
straight down to the wire, and it's like that never die attitude, that Hansi Flick has in him, and he's also installed that in him, in his entire players. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy to take a club who's been struggling so much financially, behind the scenes, everything happening with the president and all. This guy just came up and said, all right, whatever's happening in the background happening, it's not my cup of tea. My
Bro,
cup of tea
this
is the
team is
players,
literally struggling sometimes to register players. Like they don't have the
right? Yeah,
money to do that.
right. They, I don't know, they couldn't register Olmo, I guess,
Oh,
at one point of
yeah,
time.
the Champions League. Yeah, they couldn't register Olmo in the Champions League.
At one point of time, they bought Christensen from us, but they couldn't register it. They were not being able to register, I don't know, Aubameyang, and
Yeah.
what not was going on in that team. Yeah, but then again, Hansi Flick came and said that, all right, put everything aside. My concern is football and getting you 15 of you guys to the best of your level and winning things. Let's go out there and win it. Hansi Flick does that, and he's such a brilliant manager. Miss. Some there are
Top.
some things which just goes beyond tactics. It's
Yeah.
not about tactics anymore. How more you're gonna think about that tactics? Everybody knows you play every game. You do everything that you have to do. There
Mm.
are the same set of players. What else you could do with the tactics?
Yeah.
It's just about the mentality, and that you know X factor that you put into the team as a manager. It's that takes you over the line.
Do you know
And
what?
hence
Do you know what?
just that.
That's such a wonderful thing that you just said. These guys, they never give up, Barcelona. As like they could be 2 down, 3 down. I can almost guarantee you, most times they'll win. They'll
Yeah,
come down from a 2-0 down or a 3-0 down. They are just an incredible team. The thing I like about this Hansi Flick's Barcelona, Ishan, generally possession-based teams, they like to do a lot of sideways passing.
yeah.
These guys are so fast in their passing, man. One
Wow.
touch, one touch movement, one touch movement, in
Yes.
behind, ball over the top, ball through the middle, ball. It's
Yeah.
just chaos, bro. Like
Chaos.
the opposition cannot keep up with the
Yeah.
level of speed that they are moving the ball. Yamal doing his mad stuff on the right. Rafinha, we have to talk a little bit. Rafinha, as you said, Yamal has improved the output of everyone around, not
Right.
just
Yeah.
Rafinha, Lewandowski, and everyone. I mean, look, Ishan, what Hansi Flick has done, I swear, like when I watch his matches, he said in the press conference after the Espanyol game, what was his best games for this season? He said the 4 matches against Real Madrid. They literally
Yeah.
obliterated Real Madrid, made Real Madrid look like a novice all throughout this season. And I know Real Madrid has struggled. Ishan, Hansi Flick, what's the limit with this Barcelona team, man? They're starting to look a bit scary, bro. Like, if this is
Yeah.
the start, where does it go? I mean, so many of their players, Ishan, are so young still.
Right. Didn't Hansi Flick make Ancelotti look old school? It's like, pack your bags,
God.
get out of this place.
Old man, it's time to leave.
An absolute annihilation, And Hansi Flick, like I told you, he's a crackhead. He'll never give up. He just don't. And you know what the best part is? He was a manager of Bayern Munich, won a lot with Bayern Munich as well.
Yeah.
Then he went on for some national duties with Germany. Did not work out that much. All right, he said, "All right, no worries. I'll come back to the club scenario," and came to Barcelona. And I know that we appreciated Hansi Flick from since long time now, right? And he's a very good manager. It's about just him realizing the point that, do I have the team to take me to next level? And he just realized with Barcelona that, brother, this is something else. This team doesn't matter if Lewandowski does not score, doesn't matter. I've got Rafinha. If the Rafinha doesn't score, doesn't matter. Lamine Yamal always scores.
And even from their midfield, I'm just having a look at their team. Let's have a quick look at their team, Ishan. This is the team that played against Espanyol. We're going to look at other matches as well, just to have a good look at their squad. Lewandowski up front, still an absolute machine of a striker. We lack a little bit of experience. If we get linked with Lewandowski, I can guarantee you, so many Chelsea fans would be like, "Oh my God, he's too old. He can't run this, that." Man, this guy's a goal scorer, and he's an experience, done it at the highest level, still banging in goals. Rafinha, Olmo, Yamal, Pedri. We don't even talk about Pedri. What a special player he is.
Yeah.
John, this squad, as you can see, there's Christensen as well. Arojo, Garcia scores too. I just want to quickly show you a couple of other matches for them.
Don't forget about Kubasi. What a brilliant
Kubasi. Bro, it's just endless. The talent is endless. There you go. Kubasi, Martinez. Don't forget Alejandro Balde on that left side. He might be injured at the moment. Frankie de Jong. Then they've got Gavi. But Pedri. I mean, Ishan, what a squad, bro. What a squad. And all of these talent, Pedri, Gavi, a lot of these talents, Kubasi, coming straight from their academy. There's another one that I like recently. There's a midfielder, Codado. I can't remember, but it starts with a Mercado? Something. I'm not really sure the name, but there's a midfielder that I'm so in love with that they have. If I can find it, I'm gonna be over the moon. Maybe he's in the bench by some chance.
Casado or something.
Casado. Yeah, Casado. How'd you figure it out? Yeah, Casado is the one. Maybe he's injured, but Ishan, talk to me about this squad, bro, that they have.
Bro, be scared. Be scared of this squad. Be scared. These guys are coming for the Champions League next season. They've done the La Liga next season. I think so. La Liga as well is sealed for them. If it's not for Real Madrid doing some madness, it's going to be very difficult to stop these guys.
Do you reckon Barcelona for the La Liga again next season?
Oh, 100%. I don't think so. Look, Xavi Alonso is going to be the manager.
The pattern at the
Madrid.
moment is Real, Barca, Real, Barca, Real, Barca. That's the pattern that's been happening. So Barca, you'd think Real, but maybe it is Barca.
I think so. They're gonna have a repeat because Xavi Alonso, new squad. It feels kind of surprising to say that if they go ahead and win, the La Liga next season, they'll have to pull some absolute madness. Xavi Alonso will have to do the same thing that he did with Leverkusen last season, when they had gone and become the invincibles in the league. So he'll have to do something like that. If some madness happens, then only there can be an argument, or else in terms of quality, in terms of the way these guys are playing, bro, no match. And Miz, be scared. In this summer window, if these guys go ahead and sign few good defenders, shut your shop. Shut the shop, close it. And you know what? And you know what, Miss? What the most scariest part is? Gavi, Pedri, Lamine Yamal. Look at their age.
I think they're like 20. What? Okay, what's Pedri's age? I just want to quickly have a look at
I
Pedri's.
don't know. Gavi might be your son's age, miss. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Pedri's 22, bro. This
See?
November he'll be 23. Like none of these players are at their peak,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So
and
be scared.
Pedri is such a genius, such an
Yeah.
absolute genius. I mean, Ishan, look, I'm mind blown. This is obviously going to be a team that we want to make sure we follow as much as we can on this channel next season from the get go. You've already penciled them down for Champions League straight away, favorites for the Champions League.
Yeah.
You've also got the favorites for La Liga. I'm actually with you, bro. Even though Real Madrid, Xabi Alonso, they've already got Trent Alexander-Arnold. They're gonna get Dean Huijsen. I like to call him Hussein. And I'm pretty sure they're going to add a lot more, and they're going to have to add a lot more. But this Barcelona team, you can add as much as you want, but as long as they have Yamal, is dangerous times for you. For you, is dangerous time. Ishan, Barcelona. Final thoughts, bro, before we wrap things up.
No, I think so. Wonderful, wonderful season. Kudos to Hansi Flick. Kudos to the young guns up there. Kudos to Lamine Yamal. What a brilliant season they have. They just need to
Ballon d'Or, by
of...
the way. Would you give Ballon d'Or or
Rafinha, bro?
Rafinha.
Rafinha. No,
look, Rafinha's been mad. Rafinha's been mad. Yeah.
But just I was going to say, they just need to take care of the defense. I think so. Yeah. We've seen that the defense sometimes snoozes a lot, and out of nowhere they just switch it off, and then they concede, and then they again.
I think they do it purposely, just to spice up the game a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. So if it's a one-way El Clasico, one-way traffic, 4-0, 5-0, nobody would watch. Do you know what I mean? So I think so. Get few defenders, and these guys will be absolutely unstoppable. For Barcelona fans, finger crossed, hope nobody gets injured or has any sort of track back, and if they maintain it, look, guys, please believe me when I say that these guys will be the best in the world in the next season as well. They might go on and win the treble.
You're right, man. I think we are about to witness something incredible with this Barcelona team. Hopefully it goes well for Hansi Flick and all of the Barcelona players, and they don't get done with injuries. But I'd love to, as a Chelsea fan, both of us would love to see us obviously back into Champions League. And you never know, facing Barcelona, I'm scared. I'm worried what it might be.
Semi-finals again, huh?
If it ever gets to that level, I think it's going to be sensational. But
you think we're going to do something what Inter Milan did this time? Are you going to think we're going to do even 1% of that?
Bro, I don't know if we can play the low block anymore like our back in the 2012 days. And Inter Milan, it's not that they play low block, but they play good defensive football. Well, I don't think we play that great defensive football either. There's a lot for us to learn. But look, kudos to the Barcelona team. Fantastic, epic title win, and we should look forward to what they do next season. And I think this summer is going to be interesting. As Ishan said, they probably do need to bolster a little bit in their defense. Not that their defense is bad, but the way they play, it does leave a lot of space open. But that's just the way they play. That's the way they play. They want to play exciting football. They want to play enthralling football. They want to play football where they give the opposition a little bit of a sniff, a belief that you're in the game, and then they absolutely RKO out of nowhere. One of those ones where like Randy Orton's about to get done and then out of nowhere RKO, he reversed it. Do you know what I mean? He reversed it. So it's one of those ones that Barcelona is up to. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, big up to each and every one of you guys. Smash up the like button, comment and let us know what you think about this Barcelona team. Are they deserved Champions League winners next season perhaps? Do you think they should, this team, if they continue, should be winning everything next season? Let us know in the comment section. And like always, smash up the like button. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Goodbye.